Back in 1935, the Philippines created a merit system for the recruitment and hiring of capable government employees. Then, in 1987, with the adoption of the current Constitution, the Civil Service Commission was created. Ostensibly, these moves would improve government services by hiring the most capable and limiting any political or other influences in the hiring process. Well, my Filipino friends, how'd that work out for you? For one family I know in particular, it hasn't worked out very well. I will explain and even probably get on a bit of a rant today on escape to the Philippines. Class is in session. Okay, let's get ready for a nice rainy day rant. Let me begin by telling you that the vast majority of my experiences in the Philippines have been positive. But I have eyes and ears, and it's only fair to you, my viewers, to use them to give you the full picture. The good, the bad, and the sometimes ugly. That's exactly what I did as a journalist. Yes, I was a newspaper journalist way back in the day. And every day in the newsroom, we looked up at a large mural that read "Accuracy Counts." Maybe that's why the story I'm about to tell you has really set me off. Buckle up, here we go. The litany of errors, miscues, and downright sloppiness that has plagued this one family that I know has me shaking my head in near disbelief. It covers 3 generations of sloppiness. Let's start with one grown daughter. She was born on September 2, but for some unknown reason, her birth certificate lists her birth date as September 9. Not that it bothers her too much, because if she wants, she can have 2 birthday parties. And she says if she doesn't have enough money for a birthday party on the 2nd or the 9th, she'll just wait until the 29th. Problem solved. What is of more concern is the plight of her older brother, whose name was misspelled on his birth certificate. He once needed to get a loan under his name, Raymond, with an O-N-D. He was denied because his birth certificate had Raymond spelled with a U-N-D. Don't ask me why nobody thought to have it corrected, because I just don't know. Their nephew, bless his little heart, hasn't had any problem yet, but he's only about 8 years old. However, if you look on his birth certificate, it lists him as female. And he doesn't even wear women's clothes or drink Bud Light. The matriarch of the family, his maternal grandmother, has her own problems. Born on October 17, 1945, her birth certificate's just fine. It's her senior ID that gives her fits. Somewhere along the line, some careless or incompetent clerk entered it as October 15, 1945, so it doesn't match her birth certificate or her passport. Armed with the passport and senior citizen ID, her daughter took her last week to the bank to obtain a bank account. This was recommended for all senior citizens who are receiving a certain type of senior citizen payment in the Philippines. I would suspect that this is the first step toward direct deposit, but that's just conjecture on my part for now. And, you guessed it, because the clerical error created mismatched IDs, her request to open an account was denied. Now, yesterday, her daughter took her back for a new and corrected senior ID, and then back to the bank to complete the previous week's unfinished business. As any of you who have experienced the Philippines might understand, because of long lines and traffic snarls, to try to get both things done in one day is overly ambitious at best. Heck, it's nearly impossible. But after a long wait at the bank, it was finally their turn. Passport? Check. Senior ID? Check. So now it's time for her to sign the account agreement. Time, fatigue, and arthritis all take their toll on us older people. In this instance, it made her signature a little shaky. Shaky enough, apparently, that the bank employee would not accept her signature as valid. Good grief. There's a lot to unpack here. Why does a woman in her 50s still have an incorrect birth certificate? Why did her mother in her late 70s still carry an incorrect senior ID? Is Raymond really Raymond, or is he Raymond? And I wonder, when will that young boy start growing breasts and his little tallywhacker fall off like the incompetent clerk expected 8 years ago? And finally, why wouldn't a bank accept the signature of a frail elderly woman who has shown you 2 forms of photo ID and is standing right there looking you in the face? Maybe the clerks who entered the incorrect information don't understand that they are incompetent. Or maybe they're just careless and don't understand or care how their carelessness causes problems for those they serve. And in the end, I wonder why individuals just accept these incorrect IDs and live with them until it becomes a big problem years later. Is it because of the long lines that must be endured in order to get a correction? So class, what have been your experiences and what are your thoughts? Have you world travelers out there found the same level of inaccuracy in other countries? Put your thoughts in the comments section below. And until next time, class is dismissed.